The first type, anomaly detection. Well, anomaly-based systems are trained or baselined with quote-unquote normal behavior. They warn of deviations from that behavior. In other words, they are told this is how things normally are. If you ever see anything different than this, if you see some more packets than are normal from this type, then please send off an alert. Now, there are behavior-based versions. There are two types. There are behavior-based versions, which are based on the actions of servers and clients, based on what they actually do. Are they sending more to this particular host than normal? Are they receiving things when they shouldn't be? And then statistical based, which basically measure the amounts or the numbers, the statistics of traffic on the network. So in other words, it would say, well, there's an unusual amount of HTTP or an unusual amount of IRC traffic today. There's an unusual amount of ICMP traffic today, so I'm going to send off an alarm. Now, of course, an excessive amount of IRC or ICMP could indicate that there was some kind of bot or Trojan program on the network somewhere. So let's talk about the behavior-based anomaly IDS. It operates on the premise that there is some allowed or expected behavior on the network, defined on an IP to IP, port to port basis. That means from here to here, this service to that service. A policy is defined in the IDS for the network, and then violations of that policy are reported. Example, there are two web servers in the enterprise. The alert system when a new web server is introduced into the enterprise unexpectedly. Statistical, based on the premise that there is some measurable metric that can be used to gauge network security. There are thresholds and tolerances set up to keep the false positive rates down, but still it's difficult to keep them completely off. The baseline shows, for this particular example, baseline shows about 10% network utilization, and all of a sudden there's 15, so we're going to send an alert.